Yo yo yo, what is up guys? Beachbanana here. It's been such a long time since I did an intro like that, but yeah, I have been gaming my entire life, and for the past few years I haven't been gaming as much. I've transitioned more into videography, filmmaking, entrepreneurship, making videos, but not gaming. And yeah, I went into the pro scene. I played tournaments. I made money. I went on stage. New York, Dallas, Atlanta. We won even a tournament. And, well, we won different tournaments across different teams. But yeah, on stage, it was awesome. It was lots of fun to be playing. And at the same time, it was such a competitive environment. And there was no room for error. And when we disqualified, or when we failed to qualify for the big tournament happening that year in 2019, yeah, my career was basically like, should I continue and wait, or should I quit? And I decided to quit, and I was really burnt out at the time because I was trying to balance university, trying to get good grades. I had a scholarship going, and in the US, if you don't know, it's pretty expensive relative to the rest of the world. And so having the scholarship was what allowed me to continue working or continue being in school and learning. And luckily, my scholarship was good enough to basically give me to pay for rent. And I wasn't paying for rent, I was staying at home, so I was basically getting paid to go to school. So it was a job pretty much, and I had that job, and I had esports, and I was trying to, fulfill my duty as a student, and for my parents, and finish my school. And at the same time, I had this dream of like, hey, I've been creating YouTube videos for so long. I've been making videos for so long. I've like actually been able to monetize it in some way by going into pro esports, and this is like a 0.0001% chance, according to the calculations, that this even happened, and that I've like been able to sustain this. And yeah, it was so exciting. It was so awesome. So many opportunities. I met so many amazing people, and at the same time, I was so burnt out of esports, of competitive play, of going to school and doing my 5-hour chemistry labs and then trying to write up a lab report. Luckily, I had amazing friends, so I got some help to get help from them and copy their work, and learn from them as well. But yeah, it was a challenging time, and after I graduated university, I was stuck. I was like, what am I gonna do? Because I went into the workforce a little bit and I did not like it. I knew there was something more. I wanted to make YouTube videos again, but I didn't know exactly how, and I didn't know exactly what. And I was watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos, YouTubers, Casey Neistat. I was inspired, like, I should do a vlogging channel. I should, post about my life. I should make some documentary style, vlog style videos. And to an extent, that kind of accumulated into a story of quitting esports, and I was really proud of that video. That was like during the end of my university time, and I wanted to continue making those. But that video took like a year to make, and that was because I was dealing with all of these emotions, and I didn't know how to process them. I felt so bad for like having let the team down and not being able to qualify in esports. And I kind of regressed into, not posting anything, not uploading anything. I kind of let the brand Beachbanana die. And over that time, I let myself kind of sit in emotions. And this was the first time, I feel like, in a while since I did that. I never really cried growing up. I played video games, I watched porn, like typical guy stuff. My emotions were super suppressed, and once I was able to kind of stop playing video games and stop watching porn as much, and just sitting with my emotions more and walking and doing a whole bunch of stuff offline and touching grass, I was able to start feeling my emotions. And through that experience, I was able to dissolve that feeling of, failing, of not being good enough to to succeed in esports. And that grief of letting my team down, I felt like a lot. I went through a lot during that period. And so I made that into a YouTube video. I made that into a little filmmaking. Danny Gerverts inspired me a lot in that, and kind of documenting that journey of going from YouTube to esports and then quitting esports and why I quit esports. And yeah, I wanted to make more of those videos. And at the same time, I published that in like November of 2021. This is the last semester, or the first semester of my last year in college. And yeah, the second semester hit, and I just wanted to be done with university. I wanted to make sure I actually graduated. Like, the classes were getting pretty challenging, and yeah, after COVID, we had to go back to school and back into class, actually. So things were changing. Things were like more challenging, let's say. And yeah, so I decided to finish school, and I did that, and I wanted to, I don't know, make my parents proud. I didn't really have a reason to. I committed to university. I put 3 years in. I might as well like finish it. That's what I told myself. And so yeah, I didn't post. I focused on that, and you know, I probably could have done videos and stuff, but there was some sort of perfectionism, or some sort of like, I wanted to come back, and it would be the spectacle, and that perfectionism kind of got me stuck, and I stopped really posting. And so I graduated university in 2022 May, and I decided to go to Europe, go back to Europe. I was born in Europe, in Transylvania. It's a region in Romania. And when I was 5, my parents and we went into the US, and I grew up in Arizona. But this European life, I was always interested in it, because during the summers we would go back sometimes, and it was so beautiful and so interesting. And yeah, I wanted to take a break and kind of take a gap year from kind of searching for jobs or some sort of stuff that I didn't really want to be doing finally. And so I took that gap year. Eventually I started traveling in Europe, and I met my girlfriend in Portugal, and she is French, and she had a 24-hour bus ride back. And I bought the last bus ride ticket back with her. And so I went on that 24-hour bus ride. We now live in France, and it's been like almost 3 years. And it's been amazing. And at the same time, I've been trying to figure out, how am I gonna like sustain this life in terms of money? So like, I don't need that much. It's not too expensive compared to the US. And at the same time, like, I want to build things. I want to build things with my girlfriend as well. And so I've been trying to learn business and learn, you know, content creation, the creators economy, like what can I actually help people with? And for a long time, I was thinking that like the value wasn't, you know, solving people's problems in terms of, you know, positioning, or in terms of making content for people. And originally, like, I started video editing for a pro esports player, because hey, like, I did that, I knew how to do it, and you know, but it didn't really pay well. And yeah, I was trying to see how I can do that, but more effectively in the future. And that's kind of where I'm at. I've gone through a whole bunch. I've like learned a whole bunch. And at the same time, I'm still trying to figure out like how I can help people. And with that, like, actually make a living sustaining myself doing that. And the last few months, the last few weeks, I've noticed myself getting back into gaming more and more. And there's a lot that I've dissolved in terms of beliefs of, hey, if I'm playing video games, then I'm wasting my time, and I'm not, like, I should be working on business and stuff. And I just keep coming back to gaming, and I'm recognizing that it's so much fun just to get into the flow state and start sniping, just like Bullet Force when I was playing that. And I've grown up sniping and playing mobile games, and it's a part of me at this point. And I guess it's safety and novelty, the novelty with like new games, different opponents and stuff, and the safety is because I've been playing it all my life. But yeah, I don't really have a good explanation besides that, and besides that, it's really fun. And I want to incorporate that more in terms of making videos like this, kind of sharing a little commentary, a little gameplay, and kind of share my life and what I've been through. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to talk about it. I have so many different topics like I want to talk about, like spiral dynamics, hermetic principles, reality transurfing, the current climate of the current creator economy. And yeah, everyone is balancing this. Everyone's balancing time, money, and creative freedom. And some people go towards more time, some people go towards more creative freedom, and some people go the money route. And there's pros and cons with all of this, and there's a balance where you can play a game that you actually want to be playing. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I have an event starting soon, in about 25 minutes. But yeah, I'll be hosting that. Regardless, check out what we've got going on, and till next time.